Hello and welcome to Detour. In this video series, we are discussing nervous system disorder, and today we are going to discuss another nervous system disorder which is known as Parkinson's disease. So today's topic is Parkinson's disease. So Parkinson's disease is a degenerative disorder which is caused by low level of dopamine. Parkinson's disease is a nervous system disorder, degenerative disorder which is caused by low level of dopamine. So dopamine is a neurotransmitter. Function of dopamine is dopamine interferes with the inhibition of excitatory impulses. Dopamine interferes with the inhibition of excitatory impulses. So dopamine is a neurotransmitter which interferes with the inhibition of excitatory impulses. And Parkinson's disease is caused by low level of dopamine. So here we are looking some etiology, some cause of Parkinson's disease. So most common cause is genetic cause. Genetic cause is the most common cause. Causes are nerve impairment and degeneration of substantia nigra. Substantia nigra degeneration is the most important cause of Parkinson's disease. So what substantia nigra does? Substantia nigra help in production of dopamine. Substantia nigra help in production of dopamine. And a very important cause, an element that can cause Parkinson's disease, it is the exam question. An element that can cause Parkinson's disease is manganese. Manganese overdose can cause Parkinson's disease. So there is a very important point. Substantia nigra appears in black color because of high level of dopamine. Substantia nigra appears black color because of high levels of dopamine. And degeneration in corpus stratum is also a very common cause of Parkinson's disease. Degeneration in corpus stratum. So substantia nigra appears black because of high level of dopamine, and degeneration in corpus stratum is also a very common cause of Parkinson's disease. Environmental factors are pollution. Environmental factors are pollution. Other causes are medication. Medications like antipsychotic drugs, long-term antipsychotic drugs can cause Parkinson's disease. So now we are going to look at the signs and symptoms of Parkinson's disease. I am going to show a diagram so that you can understand better signs and symptoms of Parkinson's disease. So as you can see, masked facial expression, forward tilt of trunk, reduced arm swinging, slightly flexed hips and knees, shuffling short-stepped gait, trembling of extremities, flexed elbows and wrists, rigidity and stooped posture. So these are the typical appearance of Parkinson's disease. Other signs and symptoms of Parkinson's disease are: number 1, cardinal signs. So there are 3 cardinal signs of Parkinson's disease. Number 1 is tremors, number 2 is rigidity, number 3 is bradycardia. Tremors are pin rolling tremors. Number 2 is mask-like face, which is also known as bland facial expression. Bland facial expression, mask-like face. Number 3 is, so tremors are pin rolling tremors. Pin rolling tremors can be found in Parkinson's disease. Number 3 is micrographia. Micrographia means small handwriting. Number 3 is micrographia, small handwriting. Number 4 is crippling disabilities. Crippling disabilities. Number 1, cardinal sign. Number 2, mask-like face. Number 3 is microphobia. Number 4 is crippling disabilities. Number 5 is propulsive gait. Number 6 is shuffling step. Propulsive gait means pushed walking. Propulsive gait means pushed walking. Number 7 is dysphagia. Number 8 is drooling. Number 7 is dysphagia. Number 8 is drooling. Number 9 is dysphonia. Dysphonia means slow, soft and slurred speech. Slow, soft and low pitched voice. Number 10 is monotonous speech. So these are the signs and symptoms. Propulsive gait is pushed walking, as we discussed. So now look at the signs and symptoms again. So number first is cardinal signs, which is tremors. Tremors means pin roll tremors. Number 2 is rigidity. 3 is bradycardia, pin rolling tremors. Number 2 is mask like face, blend facial expression. Number 3 is micrographia, which means small handwriting. Number 4 is crippling disabilities. Number 5 is propulsive gait, which is pushed walking. Number 6 is shuffling step. Number 7 is dysphagia. Number 8 is drooling. Number 9 is dysphonia, soft slurred and low pitched voice. Number 10 is monotonous speech. Number 10 is monotonous speech. So these are the signs and symptoms of Parkinson disease, which are most important from the point of view of examinations. Now moving to the medical management of Parkinson disease. Parkinson disease medical management includes dopaminergic drugs, which is levodopa and carbidopa. Levodopa and carbidopa. These are the two drugs. So levodopa helps in increased dopamine. Levodopa helps in increased dopamine, and carbidopa helps in cross the blood-brain barrier. So these two, levodopa and carbidopa, are anti-Parkinson drugs, also known as dopaminergic drugs. Anti-Parkinson drugs or dopaminergic drugs. There is a note for these two medication. Then vitamin B6, which is pyridoxine, should be avoided while giving levodopa and carbidopa because it blocks levodopa. Vitamin B6 blocks levodopa, so we should avoid it. But in tuberculosis, isoniazid is given with vitamin B6. In tuberculosis, isoniazid is given with vitamin B6, but in Parkinson disease, vitamin B6 is avoided. Now moving to the nursing management of Parkinson disease. Nursing management is very important in Parkinson disease because most of the examination question is from here. So diet of Parkinson disease patient is high calorie, high protein and high fiber. But while providing diet should be soft and frequent. Soft, small, frequent diet should be provided to the patient of Parkinson disease. Diet high calorie, high protein, high fiber and with small frequent diet. Fluid intake should be 2000 ml per day. Fluid intake should be 2000 ml per day. Monitor constipation for the patient. Wear low heel shoes, that is very important. Wear low heel shoes. Instructions should be given of wearing low heel shoes. Encourage to lift feet while walking. Encourage to lift feet while walking. Provide firm mattress and prone position without pillow to maintain proper posture of the patient. Provide firm mattress and prone position without pillow to maintain proper posture. Wearing low heel shoes, encourage to lift feet while walking, provide firm mattress, prone position without pillow to facilitate proper posture. These are very important nursing management. Moving to the next one. Encourage to hold the hand behind back for keep the spine and neck erect. And next is advise to hold an object if patient is complaining of tremors. This is also a management of tremors. Advise the patient to hold an object for a long time if patient is complaining of tremors. And tremors in Parkinson disease are pin rolling tremors. Pin rolling tremors may be found in Parkinson disease. Condom catheter should be used in patient with Parkinson disease who is suffering from urinary incontinence. Now why we use condom catheter? Because condom catheter is non-invasive. Condom catheter is non-invasive. So we have seen most of the nursing management and medical management of Parkinson disease. And in competitive examinations, most of the Parkinson disease questions came from medical and nursing management of this disease. Now last point, which is very important, avoid MAOI. MAOI means monoamino oxidase inhibitor. These drugs should be avoided in Parkinson disease patients. So thank you for watching, guys, and if you like my teaching method and my handwritten notes, please subscribe to my YouTube channel Dreams to Reality, and believe in yourself, your dreams will definitely come true.